sure all of you guys already know this type of cookie. What you probably don't know is that in order to mass produce it, we require skyrocket technology. Yes, you heard this right. In order to create this pearly white cream, we require a chemical component called titanium dioxide. The formula to produce this titanium dioxide on a massive scale is completely secret, as secret as the Coca-Cola formula. One day, a spy stole this formula from the company and sold it to a Chinese factory. 2 years later, in China, they were producing the same titanium dioxide on a massive and cheaper way. What if, instead of being a spy, he would have been the main shareholder of the company? It would be harder to prosecute him. And what if, instead of being a cookie company, it would have been a weapon manufacturer? In the year 2016 only, China invested $35 billion in Europe. Most of this money came for European startup and technological companies. And yeah, that's great news for our technology industry, but a lot of politicians are reluctant because they think that all this investment might be a strategy for China to steal technology, especially military technology, from European companies.
The point is to say Europe is open for business, and China is both a partner and a strategic competitor. It's both. As in most things in life, there's one side and there's another side. And what we're trying to say is that you're more than welcome to come and invest, but you should do that for business reasons. It shouldn't be something that sort of would make us uncomfortable in our strategic interests, because otherwise then you just get the bashing and you get more and more withdrawn and protectionist, where our strategy is more to say we want fair competition in Europe and we will stand up for our companies if they're met with unfair competition outside of Europe.
I think, yes, investors will be there to help you out, but then we also need to realize that more and more investors, they don't have a neutral agenda, they have a political agenda. They want to have impact, or they want to have power over a continent like Europe. And I think certainly from a Chinese perspective, that's why Europe is interesting to them. And they are using, of course, the weakness of Europe to get control over certain directions of Europe, because they know that they can profit from that. So I think we need to be less naive, thinking that, you know, leave it to the market and then the investors will come and we will see where we will go, because we will not see it. And if we don't do it, the Chinese will determine the direction, and that will be the direction that will be beneficiary to them. I'm not saying that they're not allowed to invest, but what I'm saying is that, for example, during the Euro crisis, we forced some countries to privatize things that are now being bought by China. We privatized the harbors in Greece because they had to privatize it, and of course China bought them because they have control over the harbors. Well, here you come to the fundamental question: do you really think privatization of harbors is a good idea? So they are allowed to invest, but as part of a strategy, a vision where you want to go with Europe. And if then the Chinese want to invest, be my friend, all welcome. But unfortunately, we had for a long time no idea, didn't want to have an idea, we even privatized, and now we are getting scared, like, oh, now Chinese are owning harbors. Well, people, we decided that ourselves, maybe time to wake up.
If you're not comfortable with a foreign direct investment, then it's not going to work out well. But I would also like for European companies to be able to do the same in China. Because I think it's a little strange that we invite people to come and do great business in Europe, because you can do great business in Europe, while it is very difficult, if not impossible, to do the same thing in China.
China is at the same time a strategic partner, but also a strategic rival. The question is, where do you draw the line that separates what we can call political responsibility and protecting our strategic interest and the downright economic xenophobia? What would you do? Please, you can leave your answer on the comment section below. And if you like this video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the Euronews channel, and if you want to learn more about international politics and economics from Europe and elsewhere, I'll be waiting for you at the Visual Politic YouTube channel. See you there, and thanks for watching.